What's up, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Tisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I really think that more wives out here are willing to sacrifice their marriages for, follow me here, a TikTok career. A TikTok career. Would you be okay after what you've seen to have, if you'd have to be married to answer this question, by the way. So to my married men out there who have wives, if your wife decided to create a TikTok account where she opened up about private details concerning your marriage, would you be okay with that? But that's exactly what this woman did, and it looks like it's going to cost her her marriage. This video is captioned, "My husband is kicking me out for going live in TikTok. Did I do anything wrong?" No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Did I do anything wrong? Because I honestly don't believe I did. But maybe I can use a little insight from someone else. So,
By someone else, she means the thousands of divorced cat lover, bitter ex-wives on TikTok. Let's keep listening.
husband wants to file for divorce because I was on TikTok live last night. Now you're going to need some backstory as to how this all transpired.
Yes, we will.
But I'm fairly new to TikTok, and I've decided I want to try to build a following so that I can tell my story, because I feel like I've got a pretty good story just about my life in general.
Or about your failed marriage, because that tends to be the thing women do online.
And then I realized that I can go live. So I've been trying to mess around with going live. I went live a few times. There was like these goals to begin with that said you have to go live 3 separate times on 3 different days, or 3 different days, one live. I did that. And then there was one where it was go live for more than 30 minutes. So I finally did that. I accomplished that. And then when I got back off live, me and my son were having fun, giggling around, making funny faces, talking basically to ourselves, because my live had like 1 person and most of the time 0, which I'm fine with. I wasn't trying to interact with people. But the second time I go on live, after finally being on for 30 minutes, I get off live and get back on live, and we're goofing around. Not even a minute into this live, I get a request from somebody to join their live, like a guest.
Okay.
I'm like, cool, this is cool. Like, now maybe I can do like battle and see how that works. So I accept the live, and it's these 2 men from somewhere foreign. That's obvious. It really looked like a third world country.
2 men.
And it turns out they're from Pakistan. So there were these 2 men who barely spoke any English there. And I'm just goofing around. I'm not really interacting with them. They can't even speak to me. So I'm really just talking to my people who are in my chat. And so we're talking. No, we're not even talking. Me and the 2 people aren't even talking. There's these 2 men, and they have like 3-4 men behind them. And they're really not paying attention. I'm not really paying attention. The only thing they did ask me was time. And they were like, dime. Like showing me the watch. They want to know what time it was where I was at. And they showed me what time it was over there. It was like 1:30 in the afternoon. And where I'm at, it's like nighttime. And so if you know how long these battles go, the battle is like, 3 or 5 minutes? Most time I'm not paying attention to what they're doing.
Looks like she's at like the park or something like that, or in the back of her house. I hear kids there. Hopefully the kids can't hear her talking this way about her marriage and her husband.
What I'm doing. And then I see a friend in my chat, in my comments in the bottom. And she goes, say waka. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this person knows who I am. So I'm like, waka. And I greet myself. And I'm like, Shannon, why does this look familiar? I click on it, and it's a Shannon I know. I know this Shannon. And hold on, I'm talking. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Can you not say that? I'm recording this. Anyways.
Looks like they can hear her.
Awkward. Anyways, she goes, I'm like, I know you. I remember you. And I was telling her how I remember her, because I was like, I remember you used to come visit my village, because I'm from Alaska and she was from a neighboring village. She used to come visit during basketball games, which is totally normal. Everybody would, it's like a tri-cities of Chivak, Hooper, and Scammon, and we all visit each other's villages and play basketball and everything. So this gym is packed, and she used to walk in front of the gym, in front of the crowd, and like dance. And I was telling her about that, and I was laughing. Now, mind you, the live is almost over. We've got like a minute and or maybe even 30 seconds left. My husband comes out of the room, and he is immediately infuriated, and he accuses me of cheating. And I try to describe to him what we're doing and what's going on, and he's like, "You're talking to two men in my house." I'm like, "I'm not even talking to them. I can't even understand them. Like, we're not even having a conversation. I'm talking to the people in my chat." And he doesn't care. He's like, "You need to get out of my house."
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. We're gonna cover the child's face here because we don't show kids as much as possible. But the child's right there. She's talking shit about her husband. And contrary to what people may think, I actually have no problem with women doing things online, especially if they have like a business idea. I really have no problem with it. But why are you talking about your personal relationship and marriage with everyone else? I think that's when you're for sure headed for big, 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 big problems. The fact that she's on here sharing this story about her marriage and her kids there, and like there's a lack of awareness of how this is affecting him, her marriage, children, everything. There's a whole lot wrong.
We get out and kicking out. We have 4 kids together. Actually, we have 3. The oldest one is mine. We've been married for 10 years. So here we are arguing on live. The live is over now. Like the battle is over. And I'm like, okay, guys, I got to go. So I hang up, right? Or I end the live. And here we are arguing. And he is so dead set that I'm cheating. Even though I don't, even though I explain to him what's going on, he doesn't want to change his answer. And I'm like, you know what is so freaking funny? That earlier that day, he was talking to a woman named Melissa. And this
You see what I mean? Telling us about your personal shit. This is what happens, man. More and more wives are out here willing to risk their marriage for the clout. They can't help. They love that clout. Boy, they love that clout.
supposedly, I'm not saying she doesn't, she probably does. She works for him or with him in his business. She does the insurance. But before they hang up, he goes, "Oh, thank you, Melissa. You're the best. You're the bestest. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. You're the bestest." But he says it in kind of like a babyist. You're the I can't even say it. I don't even talk like that. And so I bring that up. And he's like making excuses. "Oh, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You know what I'm talking about. I heard you say that." And it's so funny because he doesn't talk to me like that. He does not talk to me with any kind of respect or or any kind of affection whatsoever. I'm lucky if I get an "I love you."
Maybe it's because he knows that you will disrespect him in the way of opening up about personal problems in your guys, this is crazy. Opening up about personal problems around your kids and talking to random strangers now about your marriage.
That's lucky for me, because he's so rude to me on a constant basis. I've been called fat. I've been called a slob. I've been called lazy. All of these are not true. Like there's more to that in the story, but I probably don't have time to all get into it now. So here I am confronting him about that, and I say, "You know, I've turned a blind eye to your cheating, to your verbal abuse, your abuse in general, and your addiction. And I'm the one that's cheating when I've never in my life cheated on this man." And so it was just all so ironic. So basically, I'm like, "You're just looking for a reason to get a divorce. Why don't you just ask for a divorce?" Because I'm not saying we have the best marriage, but I make it work because I am so forgiving. I turn a blind eye. But now he's like, "Okay, after you come back from vacation, I want you out of this house. This house is our house. This is me and his house."
Nah, she's flipping the script. She's the one who doesn't give a F. She's the one who's at the spot where she's like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna do what I want. It is what it is," and he's recognizing like, "Oh, okay, I see how this is going."
I watch all the kids. And you know what was even ticked me off even more was I was already pissed off from this morning or yesterday morning, sorry, in the morning, because I say I have a doctor's appointment and he goes, "Oh, I can't watch the kids." This is always, he can't watch the kids, always. I have to meet so and so at 9 o'clock in Seattle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. I bring the kids with me and I have four of them, 11, 8, 5, and 2.5. So they're all hanging out in the car. The car is on. Don't worry. Everybody was safe. Everyone was fine. They had their entertainment. The car was on. They waited for me to be done with this appointment. I get back home, 9 o'clock. He is still not gone. He is still here. But it's so typical of him because he can come and go as he pleases. I never give him any shit. He makes vacations for himself. And if I make a vacation, it's for me and my kids. I go everywhere.
I can see why he might need a break. This man's over here suffering. Now all your friends and family are watching this. They know all about your situation. Calling, come on.
With my kids. There is no time or even urge to cheat ever. I'm just okay. I just want to know, is there an am I seeing this from only my side? Am I in the wrong? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Am I in the wrong? Somebody tell me, please.
Since you asked, we will give our thoughts in the comment section down below. But of course, you guys know most of the angry women who are divorced, who don't like men, commented. This top comment says, "That's what narcissists do. They blame shift and gaslight. What he is doing is called the reverse discard, where they want to leave, but will do something to make it happen, but be your fault. He sounds," and we didn't read the rest out. Somebody else who says, "Talking about this in front of the kids is wild." Right. Somebody else here added, "Honestly, this should have been a conversation between y'all." Right. Modern married women today would rather go to TikTok and get advice from random people online before actually talking to their significant other. Gonna go fight for the marriage. Do people online have good things to say? Yes, me, right? But there are plenty of other people who have great things to say. You see people commenting great things down below. But to go online first about this situation, because here's the way this should have happened. This should have been a conversation. Chances are she knew he was uncomfortable, would be uncomfortable with her being online. Should have been, "Hey, are you okay with me going online and talking about our private matters of our marriage?" And if he said no, then you know that there'll be consequence behind that, lack of trust, maybe breaking up your marriage completely. But that should have been a conversation. Here's somebody else who says, "Sometimes people are looking for any reason to leave and make it your fault." Here's somebody else who says, "When people are so quick to accuse of cheating and point the finger, they're the ones that are actually cheating and trying to switch blame. I'm sorry to hear you having to go through this." I want you guys to realize that these chicks in these comment section are so used to seeing people open up to random people online about their private life before they actually sort it out with the person in their marriage, that they haven't even gone there. They haven't thought, well, what if he's seen that she's going on there and that she's talking and loose about him and what she's saying about him publicly? And that might be a reason he doesn't want her online. Somebody else here added, "No, sometimes the person cheating blames the other because they feel ashamed." Here's another person who says, "Get a lawyer now. Do not move out of that house." You see, one thing a lot of these chicks online are good at is giving each other advice. But unfortunately, the advice they give each other is how to ruin your marriage. Step by step guide. It's a full course. We give each other advice too in Brew Brothers. Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section if you're a man who values marriage today and want a brotherhood of men who want the same thing, value fatherhood and marriage. Let's check out this updated video that she posted, which says update. Let's get it.
So it's been 2 days since all of that happened. The next day, which was yesterday, I did not leave the house except to get coffee. And he literally acted like nothing happened, like nothing was said or did anything. He kept his distance from me, and I honestly did the same because I wasn't trying to be around him because it's just frustrating. And he even asked if I wanted to watch the Poirier fight with him. So now I am confused. I'm frustrated. Today he takes all the kids and he goes out with them, like that hardly ever happens. So he's left me home alone, which honestly I'm fine. But and then before he leaves, because I'm confused, I say, so we need to find time to sit down and talk about this divorce. And then he said, oh, now you want to sit down and talk about it? I'm like, what does that even mean? I was home all day yesterday.
She sounds like she might be a stay-at-home mom. Home all day. Time to start a TikTok career. That's why I say, man, you got to be careful with these stay-at-home mom situations. They have their own risks. They come with their own risks. They get bored, want to get on TikTok and start their TikTok careers based on how terrible you are. Shit's crazy. Wow.
I'm so fed up. I'm so tired. All right.
All right, let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says, nah, ... Sir, you threw that word out there and we about to address it. Forget about it is not an option. If you said it, then it has been on your mind. I'm giving you what you want. So, of course, these women are only good at one thing, encouraging divorce. Someone else here says 10 years. That's a lot of love and memories. Talk about going to couples counseling before you talk divorce. Wow. This has to be a man. Somebody else who says, I wouldn't even sit down. This is a woman here. To talk to him about the divorce, I would just file it and have him served. Here's somebody else who added, maybe he read the comments on your previous TikTok. No, he didn't just read the comments. He saw the TikToks. He saw you talking shit with the kids next to him on the TikTok. Somebody else here added, introduce him to silence. Oh yeah, that would do it. Don't engage at all. There we go. That should make things better. If he doesn't want you, that's fine. Nothing you say will change that. Self-worth is very attractive. Somebody else here added, you deserve so much better. Yep. There you go. You can't expect anything less. What do you guys think of this whole situation? One thing's true for sure. There will be regret when it comes to realizing that a TikTok career isn't worth giving up your marriage. Guys, I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.